Okay, so after initially doing a little video recording in portrait with my iPhone and having a few issues with Handbrake, I decided to do landscape instead. And this seems to be working quite a lot better. So, yeah, the purpose of this video is just to I want to do like a personal development exercise here where I read things like, about emotional development and all those things, read articles on it, and then kind of just give my thoughts about it and reflect on it and uncover my sort of personal emotions and explore them. And the first sort of thing that I wanted to uncover is, telling yourself to be positive all the time in every situation is not always the best thing, I think. It really isn't good. I mean, I had a situation over the weekend where I responded to my girlfriend in a particular way, where she said something that she did not mean personally, but I took it in a slightly personal way. And fortunately, I didn't respond in an ugly way towards it, which was great. I let the emotion just kind of go. And what it got me thinking is that maybe emotions should not be suppressed. I mean, maybe you should not suppress your emotions. Maybe you should not. If you are having an emotional moment with someone, yes, you shouldn't be ugly towards them or rude or any of those things, but you should also not suppress the emotion towards them or with them. Firstly, from a trust perspective with them, but also secondly, from your own perspective, so that you can confront those emotional responses that you have in certain scenarios and that you can actually deal with them. I read an article, and this is where this is coming from. I read an article that stated that telling people or telling yourself to be positive all the time is not necessarily the best thing, because you suppress emotions and then you bottle them up and then you try and deal with it in that way, and it's not always that constructive, is it? I mean, you have to give outing to your emotions. You have to let them go. You have to let the emotion run its course, go through you, and let it come out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, relationships in any way should be an honest thing. Relationships have to be honest. You have to bear a part of yourself. You can't pretend to be something you're not. So suppressing emotions is really not a good idea. So it's better to face those emotions. It's not to say that the emotions are correct. It's better to face them, and then in doing so, learn more about yourself, and then later on learn how to deal with those emotions. Because I find that if I let my emotions run their course, and if I'm honest about those emotions, and if I'm sincere about those emotions, then, and I recognize them, that's the important part for me, is that I recognize the emotions and the problems that I have within my emotional responses, then I get to know myself better, and I can then relate to those emotions better, and then I can deal with the emotions better. So if someone says something to me that I take personally, rather deal with taking it personally, deal with it, get it over with, get it out, rather than pretend like it doesn't affect you, or rather than pretend that you're too cool or you're too good to be affected by what anybody else says, and you don't take anything personally. Because there are many things you have to take personally. In a relationship, you have to take things personally, but you don't have to, how are you going to know how to take those things personally if you don't let your emotions run? So yeah, that's it for now. Maybe I'll come back to this topic later. Thank you. Bye.